I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese.
Hello everyone, how you guys doing tonight, today, wherever you're from in this beautiful world? Welcome to another Beer and Cheese Tuesday. We are going to pair it up and try it out and see if it works. Spit it out, throw up. What other things can we do? All right.
We can get a glass. We can get a glass.
Okay.
She'll be back in 20 years.
Well, cheers to the panel, the awesome, legendary panel. We have Mrs. Lori Sparkle Finzer from Art by Sparkle. Cheers to everyone. Chadeo, East Coast LQ Reviews, and Bumpy Brews, and Beer Man here. Yeah, so cool. Thanks, guys, for showing up. It's always good to have you on, and hopefully everything works out. Cheers to anyone that walks on in and wants to hang out with us. We got 3,000 watching at the moment, so let's go ahead and start with Lori. Let's get her up here just about now. There we go.
All right. Well, no surprise here. I have a Founders Porter.
Ooh, nice.
And it is from Green Rapids, Michigan. And 6.5% ABV, 45 IBU. Okay. Yeah, I pour it, right? God,
Yes.
you can remember, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And I think it's going to be inky black. Ooh, nice. Good.
Ooh,
Heavens. Check that out. Goodness.
Thought I'd tell you all.
That's pretty cool. Nice caramely khaki head on there. Don't know how long that's going to last, but it's bubbling. And
no longer an Alex pour, that is a Lori pour.
that's right. And to go along with this, Chadeo's suggestion, I have a creamy blue cheese by Boar's Head.
Good. Awesome.
So we'll see how that goes.
All right.
Nice.
We're thinking alike tonight. All right. All right. Cheers, Lori. We're gonna bring Chadeo up now.
Oh, hi. That's getting the lace out of my hair. My beer tonight is from Sierra Nevada. It is Hop Hunter. 6.2% ABV out of, I think, Chico, California. It is Chico. Crack it open.
Yeah.
Put it in my Barrio glass. Maybe.
Ooh. Mm.
Pretty dirty, but all right. Nice. Almost honey in color. The effervescence coming up like crazy. Oh my gosh. It's like a lava lamp, man. Half finger head. There's that. And I didn't cut my cheese yet, but I will be after eating this cheese, which is jalapeno and cayenne pasteurized cheddar, New York State cheddar from Dietz and Watson.
Awesome. All right.
No.
Thanks, Chadeo.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Next
Chadeo.
up, Next we have East Coast LQ Reviews.
All right.
Cheers, man.
So I haven't actually reviewed this in a while, maybe like 2 years. I think when I put out my first video on my channel, I think it was maybe like a year, like I think 2 years ago. But yeah, I just recently picked this up. Yeah, I thought that this would be a pretty cool pairing. I got from The Alchemist out of Vermont, Heady Topper.
Oh, right on. Ooh.
So I've been just kind of, I actually bought a single can, and then I was like, oh, I know. So there's a chain in my local area, and I know that I could get it at a better price. So I went and got a 4-pack for I think it was $16.70 plus tax for a 4-pack. So not bad. Yeah, this is really fresh too. It's canned on 1/8/24.
That's very fresh. Nice.
Yeah, Heady Topper, The Alchemist. It's a double IPA, 8% alcohol by volume. They got this big, long description on the side. I'm not going to bore you guys with. It says, but I do really enjoy one particular line on this can, and it reminds me of Eric. It says, let's get that focus.
Don't be a douche.
Don't be a D-bag. Recycle this can.
Great.
So
Oh, geez.
it's awesome.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, let's get it open, pour it up. We're gonna pour it up into our Tilted Barn hop glass. I think they call this.
Awesome. That's cool glass.
Yeah, I was actually a little disappointed because we got a good drop of Heady Topper over here, but no focal banger. I typically focal banger is the one that I enjoy over the Heady Topper, but leave a little bit in the can. Right, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Very nice hazy golden orange color. It does have a nice hop saturation, but definitely not as super hop saturated as some New Englands nowadays. Kind of has that American IPA look to it. Didn't really pour it very aggressive, but I got that half a finger white head on top. Looks like it's going to leave a nice lacing though. So there's the beer we got. And then finished my day today at work at Walmart. So I went over to the cheese section and grabbed this Black Creek Wisconsin Classic extra sharp cheddar cheese. It says aged for 3 years. This is actually pretty cheap too. This is only like $4. So yeah, if you want to check them out, you can go to blackcreekcheese.com. When I pulled it out of the package, it was very oily. So it was a very oily cheese coming out of the package. But when you look at it, it looks like it's going to have a good amount of like a decent kind of dry crumble / looks a little like buttery as well. So we got some slices cut up there, and we got ourselves a double New England IPA, really fresh, and hopefully it should be a good pairing. Cheers, guys.
Perfect. All right, man. Cheers. Cheers, Tanner. All right. So up next we have Bumpy. Cheers.
A few beer and cheeses ago, Beer Man had a cheese that I was like, oh, I know I can get one just like that. So I did. The Yancey's Fancy Buffalo Wing Hot Sauce cheddar cheese.
Sounds good.
Nice.
It's a New York cheddar cheese. I sliced it up a little bit.
Nice.
Fancy like.
Nice.
Looks great.
All right. Big butt on the backside there. Plenty of peppers. I took this thing out of the packaging when I first opened it. I was like, yes. Got a little congestion thing going on here. So hopefully that will help open up my nostrils. The beer that I decided to pair with this, I figured hot. I didn't really want to go IPA because I figured that would have just maybe just made it too hot. I wanted something that would kind of dance with it. Maybe something a little bit on the more decadent, sweeter side. But lagers also go well. So I got this Doppelbock lager from Foam Brewers. And Foam Brewers, I think they're out of Vermont.
Their labels are very like interesting.
Cold pressure fermented lager, 7.8% ABV, Burlington, Vermont. Yep. Yeah, their labels they're definitely a weird kind of.
They're pretty cool though.
That's cool. I like that.
The date on this, it was canned December 13th. I don't know what it says. It's kind of smudged. I'll go ahead and pour it.
You think that cheese would be weird on nachos?
No. I think that
Yeah.
would probably go very well with nachos.
Mhm.
It's got habanero and everything else in it. So you probably wouldn't even need salsa. Just have that. You know how you have that queso sauce?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
How
good.
it would probably be like. But yeah, it's got a kind of bit it's like a grayish khaki head. And then it's got this very dark body to it. Little bit of like a mahogany reddish brown kind of in the reservoir, just a fingernail length, and that so pretty damn dark. It's called it Doc. So Doc. All right.
That's
Let's see how
nice.
these go again.
All right. Thanks, Bumpy. Right now, me. Okay, so I'm going with a blue cheese also. This is Costello's Dana Blue blue cheese. Just keep it there. It came in a plastic thing. I'm gonna try and get it out. Get out of there. Oh, it's in plastic.
Why is
Yeah,
it coming out?
darn it. I tried. Should have done this before. I thought it was not going to have something like this on there, but.
I wish I had the "We'll be right back" thing on my
I
channel.
know, dude. All right, there you go. There's that blue cheese for you. So I'm also gonna mix this with a dark beer. This one's a stout. I found it today at my shop. Coming down from work. It's Boulevard's. It was. I don't know if it's new. If you guys have heard of it, I've never heard of it. It's a white chocolate ale, white chocolate, vanilla beans, and coffee.
Ooh,
That one before.
It's
Not
8%.
either.
sounds good.
It's at 8%. I'm not gonna take time to try and show that. Stupid camera. Okay. Yeah, 550, 8%. So it's not like a big old 12 like a lot of them are. 12, 13, some odd percent. A little more drinkable. Oh, it's freaking. Oh, it's an ale. Okay, I thought it was a stout. All right, that makes sense. I thought it was a white ale or a white stout for a moment. But there you go. Oh boy, it almost smells like a white stout, to be honest. That's interesting. Cool. We'll see how that works. What you? Fingerhead? Yeah, good. All right. Let's go ahead and let's bring up Chadeo first. Yeah. Let's get him up here.
Sparkle.
Let's get Sparkle up here first. Yeah. Sparkle.
Well, there's some nice lacing on this. I'm going to add a little more so I can get a good whiff. There's not a lot left in here. Well, I didn't add too much, but I need a smaller glass, a regular porter glass. Okay. Hi, Angie. Okay, let's see what we got here. Sweet, strong chocolate. Some malty caramel. Pretty robust hops. That's what I'm smelling. All right, let's give this a taste here.
All right. Cheers.
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 Definitely robust and full hops. Kind of pretty smooth on the tongue. It's not a cloying sweet finish. It's smooth over the tongue, and it's light. It's kind of a tight, dry bite with a little bit of just a tad of effervescence. But I'm tasting definitely the caramel, and the sweetness is like graham cracker, not the kind that you get that has a cinnamon and sugar on it, but the straight graham cracker. And I think that makes the that bitterness blend. So that's nice. It's I don't like real bitter, so that really calms that down, which is great. The chocolate isn't. I don't think it's as strong as it smells, but it's nicely balanced. I like that. Okay, let's try the cheese. I did slice this a little thick. I took it off the edge because that's where it seemed like there was more blue cheese, and the other pieces didn't seem like there was an awful lot running through it. Okay, but I'm going to take this one where it's slightly running through it. Oh yeah. Very creamy, buttery, not objectionable, not the strongest blue cheese smell that I've had. Not as strong as a crumbled Roquefort. Really creamy. I mean, it just coats the tongue.
Very nice.
It's really nice. And I thought it was going to be super crumbly, but I could slice it and it was okay. So I'm going to do cheese before beer.
Alrighty. Cheesers. Forgot to say cheesers. Cheers.
Cheers. That's interesting. Not objectionable at all. I mean, the cheese overwhelms it a little bit. Yeah, it pretty much stands out. I can still taste the beer, but the cheese really stands out. Okay, let's do the. Interesting. Let's do the beer and then the cheese.
Chip. Beer's chip.
Don't choke.
You dog. Pretty much the same. Because it is a stronger cheese. The cheese is stronger, but it is a nice blend. They pair well. So, I don't mind the two together at all. So I think that's okay.
Good. That's a set. That's a porter stout is supposed to go really good with gorgonzola or blue cheese.
Yeah. Thanks, Chadeo.
You're welcome. Took 2 seconds to reach that.
Awesome. Thanks, Lori. All right, let's get Chadeo up here.
I'm debating what do I want first, a hot burn or a spice burn. I think I'm gonna go with the hot burn. So the beer I selected is the Sierra Nevada Hop Hunter IPA. Here it is in the glass. I already said what it looked like. Still getting some bubbles, a little bit of head left. Let's get into the nose.
Nosers.
Wow. Definitely getting the hops from it. I think it was hop infused. Let me look real quick. Hop oil. Yeah, distilled with hop oil. Excuse me. I can tell. Yeah, just getting that right off the nose. It's just so pungent with hop aroma. Piney. That's all I'm getting off the nose. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Boof. Yeah, I don't even know what the IBU is on this one, but man, it's up there. Very hop forward. There's no other flavors. You can tell it's almost like an oil. Like you can tell it's not like, excuse me, like dry hopped or whatnot. In the brewing process, you can tell it was done a different way. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Definitely getting some of the pineness from the aroma and the taste go hand in hand. Now for cheese, jalapeno and cayenne cheddar cheese.
Cheesers.
See it? Yeah, it's pretty flexible.
Gumby.
Like a tongue.
Aroma. What'd you say? Just like you?
Like a tongue or a diving board.
Oh, I was thinking of Bumpy too.
Gumby, yeah. Oh, definitely getting the peppers.
Except he was green, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it in the fridge for a while.
Right? But yeah,
He'll be green.
definitely getting the cayenne and the jalapeno. It broke. That's okay. Better smell. Getting notes of the cheddar notes, the pasteurized milk, and all that yummy stuff. Cheese. Oh, man, I got part of Bailey behind me.
I see that. I'm seeing one eye.
Jeez.
One eye on you.
I see half. Oh, now I see one eye, but half a cat in one ear.
Yep.
The cat's camera shy. How cute.
No, he's definitely not. Definitely picking up the cayenne and the jalapenos. Very nice with the milkiness, the creaminess of this cheese. It's there. Sparkle would be running for the water right now from it, but for me, it's there. It lets you know it's there, but hold on, it's not that bad. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually yeah, I like it. It's pretty darn good. I think this would be good on nachos too. But let's do cheese before the beer.
Should be.
Cheers.
Oh wow. A lot of floralness just kind of came out of the beer with that. Getting some floral notes. Still getting the hops. Still getting all the peppers in this cheese. Good balance on that. Yeah. Now it's starting to heat up. No, it's beer than cheese. I always get myself confused.
Beersers.
For cheese.
America. America.
Where's Jay? Where's just?
In America. It's America.
Yeah.
Cow.
Again, same thing. The cheese brings out some floral notes in the beer that you don't get just with the beer. So I like this combination. I'm gonna keep munching on it and come up with the score at the end. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
It's like the cat looks like, hello, Dad. I would like some of that cheese you have there. Please, sir. Please. Some
Don't
cheese.
cheese on me.
Cheddar.
Please, sir.
All
can I
right.
have some
Well, he
cheese?
knows where the litter box is, or a little bit.
All right. So, first off, we're going to talk about the Heady Topper by The Alchemist. Yeah. In the light, I would say that's maybe more like a hazy straw color. We got that little bit of that ring at the top there, but head's kind of dissipated. Nose. It's still, it's not as dank, so it's progressively getting a little bit more brighter, I guess you could say, because when I had my first can, so this is probably the third one out of the 5 that I bought, because I technically bought a single, went somewhere else, bought a 4-pack, and yeah, this one definitely, it smells a little bit brighter. You still get a little bit of that kind of like dank, earthy papaya, but now it's a little bit more fresher, like pineapple, like a little bit of like ripe pineapple, a little bit more citrusy, and a little bit more like a lemon, um, kind of a acidic tart kind of nose. But it does still have a good amount of sweetness, and the breadiness is still there. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The mouthfeel on this is really deceiving because, well, not deceiving. You look at it and you think it's going to be kind of a lighter beer, a lighter IPA, and really you take a sip and you really just get kind of hit with a burst of flavor. This one has always had like that solid mouthfeel. I still get a nice dry bitterness. Pineapple's back, but I get more grapefruit. It's a little bit more drying right now. Yeah, grapefruit, maybe a little like lemon lime, a little bit of breadiness in there. Yeah, it's still very dry. I think that's just kind of the flavor profile of this. I don't think they actually list the hops. I don't online, right? They don't tell you what hops they're using.
Sometimes.
Overall, it's pretty solid, 8%. I mean, the ABV, the booze is well hidden. You would never expect this to be 8%. Definitely kind of crushable as far as a double New England IPA. Yeah, I guess you would kind of consider it maybe more American style, where it's kind of got a little bit going more towards that like West Coast, where it's a little bit more kind of has a little bit more of like a malty backbone to it. Overall, this is pretty good. Gonna sit and sip on that. Let's try out the cheese. We got the Black Creek extra sharp cheddar cheese. Got a nice little piece here. So yeah, it's a white cheese. It's kind of crumbly. Like I said, it was a little oily, but this has been sitting out, so it's kind of dried out a little bit. Let's go for the nose on it. It's got a big sweetness. It's actually had got like a little bit more of like a caramel kind of nuttiness to it. But then it still kind of has that little bit of that like funky cheddar, a little buttery. So try it out. Cheezers.
Jesus.
Cheers.
Nice buttery finish. Just like a touch of salt. It's definitely not very overly salty. A little bit more on the drying side on the finish though. It's pretty good balance. I think it's definitely a little bit more on the drier side compared to buttery. I like a good balance between the two. It's not overly salty like you would expect it to be. Because this is, like I said, this was like $4 for this block, which is actually I think would be a pretty good deal for something aged 3 years. Pretty good, just very drying. Needs something to wash it down with. Let's do the cheese and then the beer.
Right, cheers.
Cheers.
Chubbier.
The cheese kind of cuts back on the dank, earthy, like hop resin aspect of the heady topper. Kind of brightens it up, and it actually washes down the cheese pretty good. I mean, overall, I think this cheese, in my personal opinion, is a little bit overly dry. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know. That's kind of the opposites maybe attract, I guess, because this was pretty dank and earthy, and now with the cheese, it's kind of brightening it up. It's making it a little bit more crushable, a little bit more of a drinkable beer. The malts are kind of becoming a little bit more present, and then yeah, it's kind of course, the beer is going to cut through that drying aspect with the cheese. So I mean, overall, as far as the pairing, pretty solid. I guess we'll do it for Berica. We'll do the beer and then the cheese. I don't think
Beer
that's gonna work out well. But
Cheese.
yeah, Berica. Berica.
Very good. Beer chef.
For cheese. Beer chef.
Please be delicious.
Very strong astringency, like you're a dog chewing peanut butter. Kind of locks your jaw up a little bit. Definitely the cheese and then the beer. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Very good
All
pair.
right.
I do like it. They do work well together.
Nice. Oh yeah. I didn't doubt that. Cheers, Tanner. All right. So we got Bumpy and Sadie.
Yeah.
Bumpy and Sadie.
Sadie wants to show off her, she wants to show off her hair.
He's also like, please, sir, may I have some cheese?
She's a sweetheart.
She went to her little spa thing. She got her trim and shampoo.
Handsome boy.
Awesome.
Fancy girl.
All right. You gonna get down now so I can do this? Go ahead. Jump down. No, you can't eat that cheese. They'll kill you. Go. Yay, you did it. All right. The beer. Some aromas on it. It's very bready. There's a bit of a dark fruit note too that comes through. I want to say a hint of chocolate, like a powdery, like dry Easter chocolate. Yeah, other than that, it's just a lot of bread, a lot of really rich brown bread crust, and some darker fruit notes. Maybe a little bit grape-like as well. All right.
Wow.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, Bobby.
Where's the fucking cheers? All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, the profile on the palate's about the same. It's like a medium body, kind of smooth mouthfeel. Carbonation is moderate. Yeah, it's very bready, like dark breads, crusty. No, it's not crusty. It's like bread crust. It's got this kind of chalkiness to it too. So it is kind of like, you ate some really old Easter chocolate, that's started turning. It kind of gets that the chocolate no longer really looks like the real chocolate color. It starts to get this kind of like weird powdery white, like stuff that starts to, I don't know, old chocolate, oxidized chocolate. So you kind of left with this kind of weird, kind of powdery feel on the tongue when everything goes down, which I guess kind of makes it drying too.
Cocoa quick.
Drying beer. You get like right up front, you get that fruitiness, that kind of dark fruitiness. It doesn't last very long on the palate, but it's right there on the beginning of the set. Yeah, and then it just kind of dies out to this the breadiness and the chalky chocolate, and The finish is it's a touch kind of ashy, I'd say. It kind of gets a little bit of a robust dark malt kick towards the end.
Nice.
It's kind of, it's similar to a lot of Doppelbocks. It's not one of the best Doppelbocks I've had, because it doesn't really stand out from kind of a handful of them. It's very similar. Some of the better ones I've had stand out. They just have that extra mile to them. All right, this cheese. Well, might as well do the big club. It smells like buffalo sauce. So it's got that very heaty smell to it with the peppers and all that. That's pretty much it. It does smell a little bit like a salsa con queso as well. So yeah, I'm gonna eat it now.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And then
And then
Dan.
you just eat it.
Oh,
Very minute.
so it is a lot like that kind of that orange cheese sauce on the flavors. It's a very kind of mild cheddar. It's an orange cheddar. As you're eating it, it doesn't taste like a hot wing. Really, it's just more of the peppers really start to come through, and it builds. Starting to get the sweat on the upper cheeks. It really builds a heat up that starts to just last and last and last. That's pretty hot cheese.
Is your nose clear yet?
It's a little more clear because I did get up and blow it. But it's yeah, the smell's not like so hot that it did anything, but it's not making me it's not giving me nasal drip. All right, I'm gonna do some cheese. Just inhaled one of the pepper flakes. And do some cheese and then the beer. Cheesers. I think I may have eaten cheese that was hotter than this at one point. Yeah, it's pretty spicy cheese. All right.
it is, huh? Well, mine was anyway. Different brands.
Mm. Yeah. Ooh. So I thought like an IPA probably would have boosted the heat even more. This does the same thing though. Kind of like it dulls it real quick, but then it just flames right back up. Yeah, the bready tones, the kind of chocolatey kind of tone, all that goes pretty well with the heat. I mean, because that's mostly what I'm getting is just like the pepperiness of the cheese. They said it's kind of a mild cheddar itself. But yeah, it really showcases the hot sauce, heat, and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna do the beer and then cheese.
Do it for America, man, Bumpy.
Yeah, this is eating me up right here.
Come
Uh,
on.
I got a warming sensation in my chest, and it's not the ABV of the beer.
I want to make that a T-shirt. Do it for Berica.
Berica.
There we go. Hey, I like that.
Come on,
Is that the
Pepto.
male? Is that the male version of the name Erica?
No.
That's Mandercut.
Cheers.
Cheers. Beers,
Beers, beers,
Oh, it's delicious.
It's better. It's definitely better having the cheese first and then drinking the beer, because all that really does, having the flavors of the beer in your palate, when you put the cheese in and start to eat it, it just kind of wipes out any flavor at all from the cheese. Like, I'm not getting that mild cheese, mild cheddar flavor at all. It just kind of is. I'm just chewing on this bendy, flexy stuff. This is basically salsa con queso with extremely hot peppers in it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what it tastes like mostly. But yeah, it just voids the cheese and just leaves me to wait around for the peppers to hit, which isn't too long. Say it's probably about a 7-second wait. So cheese and then beer is the way to go. And it does work.
Cheese beer, yeah. Cool. All right. Sounds good. So can you get Dietz and Watts?
I can put some in my pocket for later.
Can you get Dietz and Watts where you're at?
Cheese beer.
Can you get these nuts where you're at?
Always.
All right. Thanks, man.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
You don't know? Okay. All right.
I'm
Cheers,
remember.
dude. Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers.
All right. I'm going to do the beer first. So this is basically a white stout. Because it's got all the components. Well, it's got all the components that would make it. It's got the light color that looks like an IPA, but it's so deceiving because you're getting that coffee and the white chocolate and the vanilla. It's 8%. This smells really good. Let's get into the nose. We have about a finger head. If I can generate it again. I don't know. Kind of. But, yeah, so it's got a chill haze to it. Kind of a dirty gold color. It's got some effervescence in there. Medium fast rising bubbles, small little tiny bubbles. It's see-through, like I said, just kind of hazy, a little chili haze going on. White head. It's creamy looking. Looks like a nitro pour. Very, very tight woven bubbles there. But I could smell that. Coffee is just like hardcore. You're getting fresh coffee beans that were soaked in this beer. It's got to be. I mean, it smells like fresh coffee bean, like roasted beans, with the vanilla. And it's like more of a vanilla extract kind of smell. Almost has that alcohol kind of pinch to it. Let's see, what else am I getting? Oily, yeah, it's got like an oily feel to it in the nose. Oily vanilla, with that coffee, that like oily beans. Chocolate, white chocolate for sure. That's definitely where I'm getting like some of the vanilla in that, just the chocolate in general, like a milk chocolate, like a sweeter. It's got a sweetness in the smell. All right, let's drink this. Cheers.
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 Not homemade. Tastes like ground coffee, like not ground, like fresh. Let's trying to can't think right now. Like fresh coffee. No, and then you're getting like that vanilla, the chocolate, the white chocolate, the vanilla, and the chocolatey kind of thing that's like mixed in, almost like you ate like a white chocolate Hershey bar, and then had some coffee. Wow. It's milky too. It's like dairy milk, like whole milk, like sweet condensed milk or something. It's got like a sweetness like that, but not in a cloying way. It does dry off in the front. It's more like more sweet, and then it starts to taper off towards the back. Not strong really whatsoever. Not getting any alcohol whatsoever. The body is kind of medium, I'd say. Mouthfeel is really smooth and gentle, very calm, not too fizzy, not too carbonated, just kind of right in the perfect mark for this type of beer. You really do taste like all the flavors too, without all the carbonation pinching your whole mouth. You know, it's really nice and smooth. It kind of has that nitro smoothness. I would say creamy for sure, if you want to use Alex's word. It's tangy. It's got a little bit of citrus in there as well. There's some a little lemon, maybe lemony like flavor. Tastes like a white stout. Seriously, I mean, like I honestly would have thought. I know there's kind of like a gimmicky style, but it tastes like white stout. So there you go. Now the Danex, what's it called? Dana Blue blue cheese. So I cut it up, and you can see all the veinage and stuff in there. It's got a lot of nice blue, a real nice dark blue crap
Oh yeah,
in
that's
there.
coming through.
It smells like blue cheese. Funky, tart, somewhat sweet in a way too, milky, and penicillin like. It's got like a medicinal funk to it. Salty, or let's say saltiness in the nose. Barnyardy for sure. Yeah, kind of like feet, like kind of footy. Almost smells kind of like Swiss, but a lot less mild, a lot more bold. Yeah, I've had this before. It's just been a while. Thought I would do a blue cheese. It's melting in my hands like M&Ms, not in my mouth. So it's like slippery. Yeah, it's like you hold it there and it starts to like melt. It's really oily. Let's eat it. Cheers. Cheesers.
Jesus.
Right away. Salty, milky, creamy, funky. It's yeah, kind of band-aidy, medical. Once you get it down though, the finish is really nice. It's almost got a crunch to it with that blue veininess in there. And you get past all that band-aidy kind of, medical, let's say. It kind of goes into like more of a sweet tart, kind of salty finish and milkiness. It's quite nice, actually. I do like blue cheese. It was one of my favorite, especially like a Cobb salad or something like that, or I don't know, whatever salad you're eating. Really, it's really good stuff. I love this cheese. All right, so we're gonna do cheese before beer. Cheer beer.
Cheers.
I hope. Oh, please be delicious. Where's Alex when we need him to say this? All right, funky, smoky. There's a little smokiness coming through. Oh, oh. Big pieces is not good. Ugh. That goes really well with the coffee and the chocolate. The milkiness works well with the milkiness of the cheese, the cream of the cheese. The Band-Aid goes away. All that medical jargon. You're tasting the coffee. It actually brings the vanilla or the chocolate, the white chocolate out more. Almost tastes like a white chocolate Oreo.
Hmm.
You ever had those? Don't they have those?
Oh yeah.
I think they do. Yeah. It kind of. I remember having one of those. It kind of tastes like that. Or the Hershey bars, those white chocolate Hershey, whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. It kind of has like Oreo in the Hershey or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the white chocolate Oreos are only at Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All right.
addicted.
Yeah, if you have the Oreo in your Hershey, then you're not chewing it.
Oh shit. They confused me.
Bumpy.
All right. No, but that was all right. That was pretty good. It actually melded pretty well. I liked how it came together. It took out the gross factor of blue cheese and brought in kind of a weird coolness to it. I don't know. It was awesome. Let's do a beer before cheese now. Betcha. Oh, so earthy. It's like earthy coffee beans. No. Ugh. Ugh. No, man. It smothered it, but it like brought out the rankiness of the cheese. It's weird how that worked. Beer before cheese. Yeah, the cheese got bigger, more bolder, more bold. Yeah. I
When
need
you
more
did it,
beer.
when you did it for Berica, it got bolder. Good to hear.
Yeah. That's better. Yeah. Wash that down.
No, you don't get
Cheese before beer. For show.
I
All right,
just-
let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and someone's gonna trim my eyebrows later. So look out for that video. No, we're gonna go ahead and bring up Sparkle for our last thoughts. How's this sound? Yeah. Oh, I didn't do that right.
All right.
You were just up there trying to steal my cheese.
It's interesting. I've been sort of noshing on a protein bar that we got at Sabino Canyon. Has peanut butter, fruit, nuts, I think Rice Krispie treats. Man, that goes good with that porter.
Oh,
We still have some of that bar left. That's hilarious.
nice.
Well, Tom got 2 of them and I only ate half.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good with that. I like this porter. It's very mild. It's certainly not as rich and sweet as some that I've had. I would rank it at probably a good 92%. It's not real bitter, so it works for me. I like this blue cheese a lot. It's not funky like Beer Man's. It's a very mild blue cheese. The flavor is there. There's not a lot of veining. It's mostly like on the ends, but there is some that's and on the top there is some that's going through, but not a lot. For its mildness, I would rank this at a good 95. As far as the pairing goes, great pairing in both directions. It just went really well with the porter, and I'm anxious to try it with a stout as well. And so I think it went great overall. I'd give the whole thing probably together like a 94%.
There you
So
go.
that worked for me.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Sparkle.
Mhm.
Cheers. Glad that worked. All right. Let's go ahead and let's bring up Chadeo next.
All right. So put it down. So the Hop Hunter, it's okay. I probably wouldn't buy it individually or in a 6-pack. It's okay for what it is. It's different. It's unique, but I'll give it a 90. Excuse me. As for the cheese, Bailey gave it an Alex the Beermaster 100. Lucy gave it this. You ever seen those videos of those cats smelling something and just like gag?
Yeah.
Exactly what she did to the cheese. But she's wrong. She's wrong. This cheese is a 97, man. I love this cheese. I have to go back to Safeway next time my neighbor goes and pick up more. Maybe to mess around and cook with and just experiment with it in the kitchen. But yeah. And the combination, it worked. I mean, both ways were the same thing. Like a floral note came out of the beer that I wasn't expecting, but the heat and the cheese stayed. So I'll put that at a 95 combination. I liked it. Maybe a different IPA next time.
There you go. All right. Cool. Excellent. Cheers, Chadeo. All right, let's bring up Tanner next. Cool.
All right. Cheers, everyone. So the heady topper was really good. I don't know. I've been drinking a lot of like super hop saturated New England IPAs nowadays, and just kind of having something like this where you really get that flavor of the New England, but it's not like super full body like mouthfeel, super hop saturated. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely like opening up. I could tell as you let it sit for a little bit longer. Like I said, this was pretty fresh. It was 1/8/24. So yeah, I like it. It's nice to go back to some of these beers where you get a little bit more of those malts in your IPAs rather than like the super hop forward, like creamy, delicious mouthfeel like Alex is always talking about, those super hop saturated New Englands. Hey, Topper is always gonna, hold a place in my heart. I really do like it. Definitely a great introductory craft beer for many people, and a bucket list beer for many people. And I'm gonna give the beer. I'll give it like I'm gonna go like 96. With this can, I kind of wish it's still a little green. It's still got a little bit of that overly fresh kind of green aspect to it. But I really do feel like this beer is like one of the hundreds. This is a beer that it's there's a lot of hype because of what it is. So for this can, 96 out of 100. The cheese was good. I was getting some solid flavor out of the cheese, but trying to eat the cheese on its own without drinking the beer was just overly dry. And then you would need if you had it with like some crackers. Of course, you gotta go Townhouse crackers, because you get that buttery aspect. Those probably work well with these, but if you were to use any other cracker, I think it would be way too dry. For the cheese,
What you talking about, Willis?
I'll go 88. 88 for the cheese. Pretty solid. I didn't get any flavor crystals, but for extra sharp cheddar cheese was extra sharp. That's probably why it was so astringent and dry. But for a 3-year extra sharp cheddar cheese for $4, you really can't go wrong. 88 out of 100. When you put the two together, I think they were really good. Made the beer even better. I guess I could just say that they work. They worked out very well. Do I want to give a score? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go maybe like 90, 91. This heady topper would go awesome with like that Kerrygold reserve, the reserve cheddar. That would be a much better pairing. So in that aspect, yeah, this was still good though. Well, yeah, 91 for the pairing. What did I say? 95, 96 for the can. 96, yeah, 96, and then an 88 for the cheese on its own. The cheese wasn't the best, but this Eddie Topper did a really good job, kind of cutting down on that astringency, and then the cheese itself and enhanced the malty sweetness and made the pairing more drinkable, easier to drink a good amount of. So Oh.
Jesus.
Cheers.
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 Cheers, Tanner. Goddamn Drewski. All right. We're gonna pick up Bumpy next. Cheers, man. Awesome. I want to taste that beer again, dude.
All right. Well, let's start with the beer, I guess. I mean, it's like I said, it's pretty standard kind of Doppelbock. It's tasted, I don't know, a handful that pretty much are exactly this beer. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's very nice. I'd say that it's a very good beer. Very good. I've had Jesus, what was the Doppelbock from Spaten, the one that did the Spaten?
Yeah. I know you.
Whatever. That
Almost
Doppelbock was like
today.
one of the best Doppelbocks I've had. And yeah, so I mean, very good though. So the cheese, the Yancey's Fancy's buffalo wing hot sauce. Sadie got up on my lap and she did lick a corner of it. So pull her away real quick. That's what she was trying to do, was just sneak attack my cheese. That would kill her though. So the dogs cannot eat this cheese. So the rest of it, I have quite a large chunk left. I'm going to put it away and probably put it on some tortilla chips. Slice it up real thin, lay it on the tortilla chips, and just nuke it and melt it down over them. Won't even need salsa. Like I said, it's going to be just be cheese and chips. That will work real well. Or maybe I can just melt it in a bowl and dip. But I think that's going to work real well at some point. And this cheese, one of my biggest things I would say is I would like to see a version of it. Not a virgin, but a version. With like a sharper, just a much sharper cheddar, you know, like an aged buffalo wing hot sauce cheddar cheese from Yancey Fancy or whoever else. But for what this cheese was, it delivered. It's definitely one of the spicier cheeses out there that I've had, anyways. So if you're a hothead, I think that you should hopefully be happy, at least with this cheese. It's not going to kill you, but I'd say it's an excellent cheese. Excellent cheese, but the bottom end excellent, not top end excellent, not world class. But the pairing, the pairing worked well. Going with cheese and then beer, it was kind of really not that great. Vice versa. So
right. Cool. All right, man. Well, Bumpy.
I don't know, Bill. I don't think there's any of those around anymore.
Oh shit. All right. Cool. Yeah, I enjoyed that one I had. It was just really hot. Ooh. Really hot. All right, thanks, Bumpy. Cheers, man. On
Cheers.
to me. Me. Beer man. Ow. Okay. So the beer. How about a beer? The beer was interesting. It was very interesting. It tasted like a golden stout, a white stout, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it didn't totally taste like a stout. I mean, it definitely had that caramel-y kind of thing too, like a lighter beer ale kind of thing. It wasn't like stouty. If it wasn't for the adjuncts, it would just be like a golden ale or something like that, you know. But it was really nice to have those adjuncts in there and taste the coffee was really nice, the earthiness, the white chocolate, vanilla, more of a milk chocolate kind of flavor, not Baker's by no means, not bitter, not dry. It had a sweetness, but it did kind of dry off in the finish. So that was nice. It wasn't too cloying. Body was nice. Mouthfeel was nice. Finish was nice. 8%, didn't get any alcohol, this, that. I would have to give it like just for the gimmicky that thing that it is. I'll probably just give it like a 90, go 92 out of 100 for the beer.
Do you want to show Bill the bottle really quick?
Yeah. Yeah, check this out if you can find it, Bill. 8%. It's got white chocolate, vanilla bean, and coffee. It had vanilla. I was saying that white chocolate tastes like vanilla and it has vanilla bean in it. So yeah, that's why it tasted like vanilla. Anyway, that was dumb. Anyway, that's at 92-ish. Could go a little more, but I'm gonna stick it there. It's really good, actually, Bill. Yeah, you'll like that. Don't remember which one. I hope I don't accidentally. Wait, what one? Are you talking about the beer I'm talking about right now, Bumpy?
No, up a few.
Oh,
Oh,
the lemon pledge. The lemon pledge.
Oh, not that one. Oh, okay.
We've all had those beers.
All right.
Dawn dish soap.
So 92. Dahu, gross. Anyway, the cheese was really good. It was funky, but I like that funky. It's cool. And it's also even better when you mix it with something that takes the funky off and allows you to kind of, I don't know, enjoy it a little more. Well, I still enjoy the funky, but you know what I'm saying, I hope. So it's kind of nice to take that little edge off and still taste a nice robust cheese as this is. It's definitely bold. It's a bolder definitely blue cheese. So take that into consideration when you try this cheese, if you can ever get it. Castello, where are they from? I don't know. I've lost everything. God, where are you from? They're from where the fuck is DK? Denmark.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was
They're from
thinking.
Denmark, so that's a Danish beer or cheese. So I really liked it. I thought it was great. It had the salty thing. It had the funk. It had the crunchy veins that popped in your mouth when you chewed it, and that milky, sweet, tangy, salty vibe. It was very good. I liked it a lot. I'd give it a 98 out of 100. It's a very good blue cheese. It's only like $7 for a nice little chunk, so not bad. I preferred this cheese before beer on this particular one. Beer before cheese, just you saw my face. Yeah. So, but it took the wonk off, the wank, and allowed you to kind of taste like other really tasty notes in the cheese and in the beer. And it brought out the coffee more. It brought out this. I wouldn't say it's the best pairing. I think I should have gone with a dark beer, but I'll definitely give it like a 90 on the pairing. Definitely a B minus-y. So, yeah, not bad though. Something to try. So that's what I got. Let's go ahead and let's open up the panel. We're gonna go ahead and switch it around. Let's get Sparkle up here. Let's get Tanner there, and we are in. No, that's not right. There we go. Is that right? Okay, there we go. Go ahead and shout it out.
All right. I'm going to shout out Live Wire Whiskey. Sunday nights, they do a live panel. Bring any kind of whiskey you want. And it's a fun panel. And they have a Patreon drawing every week. So it's a lot of fun. And I also want to shout out an artist, Teslima Maya. She does the most magnificent paintings and mixed media art. And if you have a chance to check her channel on YouTube, you will be delighted. I have a couple pieces of hers, and she is extraordinary. So those are my two shout outs.
Awesome. Thank you. Did you mention anything about your channel?
Not doing too much, except I am going to be painting a wine glass for Chadeo's mom and
Oh,
doing a
nice.
tile art for her. And Tom's going to be doing a piece of jewelry for her. So
Oh, yeah,
Excited to give those to her.
that's very nice.
I'm excited.
She'll be very happy.
Yeah, that's great. All right, thanks, Sparkle.
Oh, shit, where'd it go? My shout out is well, I had spicy cheese, so I'm going to do 2 shout outs. If you have Hulu, check out Super Hot. A lot of the YouTube spice community is in the docu series. I know Zach Goot very well. I kind of know Chase the Heat, so yeah, awesome series. I think Katie Prettyman was in it, and I'm only on the 2nd episode. I think I saw her very briefly, so it's pretty cool to see people I've interacted with on YouTube. And a docu-series. It's just so weird to see them on TV. I'm like, it just blows my mind. Like, I chatted with you guys like a year ago, but also I'm gonna shout out Chase the Heat. He is now in Tucson. I wish I would have known that because I would have reached out to him last week, but he's in Tucson. He is known as the godfather of the chili heads. Like, he is the OG chili head. Everybody tries to make the spiciest pepper and send it to him and see if they can get him to cry or make him just tap out. But yeah, so Chase the Heat, and also Super Hot on Hulu. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers, Chadeo.
Well, check that out.
Cheers, Chadeo. All right.
Cheers,
So
Chadeo.
shout outs for my channel. Monday we're going to be doing the whiskey examination on the Michter's Rye. It is actually a single barrel, so there might be some slight variation compared to what we're sipping on. Some of us might have a better bottle. Some of us might not be so impressed. You know, that's how it goes with single barrels, though. Didn't realize that until Beerman sent that picture today. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Michter's in general make some really good products, so I'm not worried at all. I think that'll be a fun show. Definitely look out for more Rate That Beers kind of pop up live streams. Nothing ever really scheduled, just kind of pop up hangouts. And yeah, I've been doing some beer reviews, whiskey reviews. Look out for that on my channel. And shout outs for other people. Miscellaneous is actually live, so go check out Miscellaneous Brew Reviews.
Nice.
I want to hit that 500 subscriber mark. And also check out the Speakeasy Podcast. Speakeasy Podcast. They actually shouted me out today on the video that they released. They're pretty cool. It's 2 dudes that are from New Jersey, and they like to drink good bourbon and some good craft beer. And they kind of just talk about the products a little bit, and then talk about some just, overall news. Yeah, it's a podcast. Kind of just, crack a beer, watch, listen, and they're pretty funny. Yeah, check them out. They're actually in New Jersey, over in Alex Beermaster State. So,
All right.
cheers, guys.
Man. All right. Cheers. All right. I forgot what I was going to say to you for a moment. I can't remember. I'll think of it. I was
No
going to say something.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. So just shout out John and Nelly. I'm not sure if anybody pays attention to him anymore, but
I do.
John and Nelly over at
Hell no, he ditched us. Screw that guy.
Georgia Beer Reviews. Go give his channel some love. I think he's finally gotten through all of his Christmas beers that he had there, all the German beers that he was doing. So yeah, that's my channel. Trying to put out a couple beer reviews a week. I have one scheduled to come out tomorrow. If you want to see how mean I can be,
We've seen it.
The pizza reviews, the frozen pizza reviews. I still have the same frozen pizza in my freezer. Just haven't found the time to be able to do it. I was going gonna try it. My grandson's coming over tomorrow, so he's gonna be here early. So I got to feed him lunch, and he likes pizza. So I was like thinking maybe I could do that and have just give him a slice of it, and I can have the whole rest of the pie. But then my wife made dinner tonight, and it was like Italian meatball soup, and he seemed to really enjoy it. So there's leftovers, so they're like, "Oh, you can just give this to him for lunch tomorrow." So they spoiled my plans. So yeah, I'll try to hopefully get to that pizza this week. It's just trying to find time to get it done, where I'm not eating a meal that's super filling already and then trying to eat that later and just being disgusting. But we'll get it done eventually here. It's the bruschetta rising crust pepperoni, if you've forgotten. So that will be the next one that does come out. And then I'll look for another one. I really need to get some of these cheap pizzas. So I do want to get to Tombstone. That's what I wanted to do, but I just didn't go to a store that had Tombstone when I picked up that one. So then Chadeo mentioned one. I know John's mentioned one. A few of these I haven't seen, but I was never looking for them before either. So, but I'll take suggestions and look for stuff. I'm gonna go through as many frozen pizzas as I can.
Awesome.
Before the end of my existence, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
That's a lot of pizzas.
It's a lot of
All right.
frozen pizzas. All right, cheers.
All right. Cheers. Cheers, Bump.
cheers.
All right. Kettle heads. Cheers.
Kettle
Cheers,
heads.
kettle heads. All right. So, yeah, for me, Beer and Cheese Tuesday, always 8 o'clock Eastern. I'll spin out 6 o'clock Eastern. I say Eastern because most of my friends are on the East Coast, all of you guys. So, but that would be 5 my time on Tuesday and 3 my time on Wednesday. All right. So, other than that, yeah, anyone's invited. So come on in. Tomorrow's show, anyone can come to that as well. If you have some adjectives assigned to you to go get a beer, then you know what you've done, and you're coming in and you're going to review those beers and hopefully be at the show and la 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 la. But I request another dancing beer man short. I got to get drunk first before all that happens. My dog's keeping me occupied. Nice little cutie boy.
Yes, with your dog.
He's getting big and
Oh
heavy.
yeah, he'll be.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I've got. I'm just waiting on. I'm conditioning Chadeo's beer right now, so the carbonation's already kicked in. Conditioning it. I'll can that up and send it out to whomever I can. Definitely Chadeo will get it. So I'll try and figure everything else out. But I do have a Kolsch I'll be brewing Thursday. Hopefully, if they get me my recipe in time, my ingredients on Wednesday. So that'll be the Kolsch Ish Wesh Kolsch. I collabed with Bumpy here, and we kind of came up with some ideas and threw it together. So look out for that. A nice live stream day of that. I do have more cameras. I bought the premium Minicam software. So now I can have like all my security cams on each point of where I want it to be. So that'll be kind of fun. You'll be able to get a wider perspective of what's going on. Anything else? I've got some beers. I might do a beer review. I've got one more left from Beer Hounds from Bill. It's a Tripel. I got to go do that. I'm going to shout someone out now. We got someone called Hop Killer Brewery. And this is his link right here. I'm also going to post the link to come into our back end, not my back end, and no one's back end. The back area of our Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Hop Killer Brewery. Yeah, 3.34 thousand subscribers, so not a whole lot. I mean, still a lot, quite a bit. Dixon, California, they're from. The last thing he did is let's see, real quick, quick as I can go. Budget home brewing setup, complete budget home brewing setup, under $1,000. There you go, Tanner. Check these guys out if you want to start brewing. Yeah, so that's all I got. That's all I have. But I'm gonna put this up for anyone that wants to join us until we figure out what to do later. But come on in if you'd like after the show, of course. I'm gonna finish it right now. You guys have a good night. Oh, not yet. I want to say cheers to first the community. Cheers to you guys for showing up and giving us your love. And hit that thumbs up definitely if you can on the way out. Yeah, and cheers to the panel. Cheers to Art by Sparkle, Miss Lori Finzer. Cheers to you. Cheers to Chadeo. Cheers to East Coast Elk Reviews, and cheers to Bumpy Road Brews, and cheers to Beer Man. All right, cheers. I'm getting funny. All right, cheers. We're gonna have a good night, day, wherever you're from in this beautiful fucking world, but not after one more sip if you got it. I got one more gulp. Isn't beer so good? I love beer.
I love beer.
I love alcohol. All right. See you later.